Before the sun rises tomorrow, something extraordinary is already in motion. There's a presence watching over your path right now, someone of immense power and resources, and they've noticed you, not by accident, not by chance. This is divine orchestration at its finest, and the angels want you to know that what's coming isn't just opportunity. It's destiny knocking at your door with an offer so profound it will rewrite your entire story. If you feel a flutter in your chest right now, if something inside you just stirred, that's confirmation. Stay with me, because by the end of this message, you'll understand exactly why this billionaire energy has entered your field and what you're being called to do next. And if this resonates deep in your soul, go ahead and tap that like button. It's your way of saying yes to the universe, yes to receiving, yes to everything that's about to unfold. You've been through so much, haven't you? The struggles, the uncertainty, the nights when you wondered if your dreams would ever materialize, if your worth would ever be recognized, if abundance would ever find you. The angels see every prayer you've whispered in the dark, every tear you shed believing you weren't enough, every moment you pushed forward even when everything seemed impossible. And now they're telling me to tell you this. Your season of lack is ending, not because you begged for it, not because you finally figured out some secret formula, but because your soul has reached a level of readiness that has activated a divine response in the spiritual realm. And that response is manifesting through a very earthly, very powerful source. A billionaire. Yes, a billionaire has seen your profile, your energy, your essence, and something about you has captured their attention in a way that defies logic. This isn't about social media profiles or Zooms, though those might be the vehicles through which this connection forms. This is about your spiritual profile, the energetic signature you carry, the frequency you've been broadcasting into the universe through your intentions, your struggles, your growth, and your unwavering hope even when everything looked hopeless. The universe keeps records of such things. The angels document every act of faith, every moment you chose love over fear, every time you gave when you had nothing, every instance you lifted someone else even while you were barely standing. And these records create a profile, a spiritual dossier that certain souls on earth are divinely guided to notice. Right now, a person of extraordinary wealth and influence has been led to your energy, and they're about to make an offer that will change the trajectory of your entire existence. Can you feel it? That slight trembling in your reality. Like the ground beneath you is shifting to accommodate something bigger than you've ever experienced? That's not anxiety. Beloved, that's activation. Your angels are preparing you, expanding your capacity to receive, clearing away old beliefs about what you deserve and what's possible for you. Because here's what they need you to understand. This offer isn't coming because you're lucky. It's coming because you're ready. There's a difference, and it's everything. Luck is random. Readiness is earned through the fires of transformation, through the patience of waiting when everyone else gave up, through the faith that kept you moving forward when every logical reason said quit. You've been in preparation, and you didn't even fully realize it. Every challenge was training. Every disappointment was redirection. Every closed door was protection. And now, the door that's opening is so magnificent, so aligned with your highest purpose, that your logical mind won't quite be able to comprehend how it happened. This billionaire energy that's entering your life represents more than money, though financial abundance is absolutely part of this equation. This represents recognition, validation, partnership, opportunity, elevation, and divine timing all converging into one moment that will feel surreal when it happens. You might receive a message, an email, a call, an introduction, or an unexpected connection that seems to come from nowhere. But it's not from nowhere. It's from the orchestrated movements of the universe, responding to who you become and what you're meant to do with this blessing. Because make no mistake, this isn't just about you receiving. This is about you being equipped to fulfill a mission that requires resources, influence, and doors that only this kind of connection can open. You're not being given abundance, so you can hoard it or simply upgrade your lifestyle, though you will live more comfortably than you have in a very long time. You're being given abundance because you have work to do, light to spread, people to help, and a legacy to build that will outlive your physical years on this planet. The angels are showing me something beautiful about your energy right now. They're showing me that despite everything you've been through, despite the betrayals and the losses and the moments when you felt completely alone, you never became bitter. You never closed your heart completely. You kept a tiny flame of hope burning, even when the winds of circumstance tried to extinguish it. And that flame, that stubborn little light of faith, has been visible in the spiritual realm like a beacon. High-level souls are drawn to that kind of light. People who have achieved massive success in the material world often reach a point where money and power feel empty without purpose, without meaning, without contributing to something greater than themselves. And they begin searching, consciously or unconsciously, for people whose light calls to something deep within them. Your light has been calling, and someone extraordinarily powerful has heard that call. Now, I want you to understand something crucial about how this is going to unfold, because the enemy of your blessing will try to plant seeds of doubt, fear, and unworthiness in your mind the moment opportunity presents itself. You might think it's too good to be true. You might wonder what the catch is. You might feel unqualified or unprepared. You might even sabotage yourself with old stories about who you are and what you deserve. The angels want you to catch those thoughts before they take root. This is real. This is happening. And you are absolutely worthy of it. Not because you're perfect, but because you're purposeful. Not because you've never failed, but because you've never stopped trying. Not because you have all the answers, but because you're willing to learn, grow, and become whoever you need to be to steward this blessing wisely. The offer that's coming will require something of you, not in a burdensome way, but in a way that calls forth your greatness. It might be a business partnership that requires you to step into leadership. It might be an investment in your vision that requires you to finally believe in yourself as much as this benefactor believes in you. It might be an opportunity that requires you to leave behind what's familiar and step into territory that feels both exhilarating and terrifying. Whatever form it takes, it will stretch you. It will challenge you to rise. And that's exactly what your soul has been craving. The invitation to become the highest version of yourself, supported by resources and connections that remove the obstacles you've been fighting against for so long. If this message is stirring something deep inside you, if you can feel the truth of these words resonating in your spirit, I want you to do something right now. In the comments, write the words "I accept," not just casually, but intentionally. Those two words are a spiritual agreement, a declaration to the universe that you're ready to receive, that you're opening your hands and your heart to the abundance that's seeking you. Write "I accept" and watch what begins to shift in your reality. Let me tell you something about divine timing that will help you navigate what's coming. There's a reason this is happening now and not a year ago or 5 years ago. You weren't ready then. The version of you from your past wouldn't have been able to handle what's coming without being corrupted by it, overwhelmed by it, or destroyed by it. But you've been refined. You've been through the fires of transformation. You've learned lessons about ego, about humility, about gratitude, about stewardship, about what truly matters in life. And those lessons have prepared you to receive wealth and power without losing yourself in the process. This is why the universe waited. This is why your prayers seem to go unanswered for so long. The answer was always yes, but the timing had to be right, and you had to be ready. And now you are. Right now, in this very moment, you are standing at the threshold of before and after. Your life will be divided into 2 chapters, everything that happened before this opportunity, and everything that happens after. And the angels are celebrating because they've been waiting for this moment just as eagerly as you have. There's something else I'm being shown that you need to hear. This billionaire, this powerful presence that's about to enter your life, they need you just as much as you need them. This isn't charity. This isn't pity. This isn't someone doing you a favor out of the goodness of their heart. This is divine partnership. You have something they need, whether it's your vision, your energy, your unique perspective, your talents, or your purpose. You complete something for them just as they complete something for you. And when 2 people meet in divine appointment where both parties are essential to the equation, magic happens. Exponential growth happens. Miracles become normal. The impossible becomes inevitable. So don't approach this opportunity from a place of lack or desperation or feeling less than. Approach it from a place of knowing that you were specifically chosen for this moment because you are the one, not just anyone, but the one who can do what needs to be done with what's about to be given. Your angels want me to address something that might be creating resistance in your energy right now. Fear. Not the fear of failure, but the fear of success, the fear of visibility, the fear of responsibility, the fear of outgrowing relationships and situations that have defined you for years, the fear of becoming someone you don't recognize. These fears are natural, but they cannot be allowed to stop what's destined for you. When you step into abundance, you will change. Your life will change. Your circle might change. Your priorities will definitely change. And that's not just okay. It's necessary. You cannot carry old patterns, old beliefs, and old limitations into a new level. Something has to be left behind for something greater to be picked up. And the universe has been gently preparing you for this transition by removing people, situations, and securities that you once thought you couldn't live without. You're still here. You survived the losses. You adapted. You grew. And now you're spacious enough to hold the blessings that are coming without clutching them so tightly that you crush them. Money is energy. Wealth is energy. And energy flows most freely to those who don't grasp at it desperately but receive it with open hands and grateful hearts, knowing it's meant to flow through them and not just to them. This billionaire who's about to make you an offer understands this principle, whether consciously or intuitively. They've learned that holding wealth for its own sake creates stagnation, but investing it in purpose, in people, in vision creates multiplication. And you, beloved, you are an investment that will yield returns far beyond what can be measured in dollars and cents. The return on investing in you will be measured in lives changed, in ripples of impact that spread across generations, in light amplified and darkness diminished. This is the caliber of what's unfolding. This is the magnitude of your moment. I want to pause here and speak directly to those of you who have been praying specifically about finances, the overwhelming bills, the mounting debt, the inability to provide for your family in the way you desperately want to, the shame of having to say no to opportunities because you can't afford them, the exhaustion of working so hard with so little to show for it. The angels see you, they hear you, and they're saying that relief is coming, not as a trickle, but as a flood, not as barely enough, but as more than enough, not as temporary, but as sustainable. This offer that's coming through this billionaire energy is the answer to those prayers. But it's also an answer to prayers you haven't even prayed yet. Prayers about purpose and fulfillment and living a life that matters. Because when your financial stress is removed, when your basic needs are not just met but exceeded, your soul becomes free to focus on what it came here to do. And that's when your real work begins. That's when your light shines brightest. That's when you become the person you were always meant to be. There's a spiritual law that says when the student is ready, the teacher appears. But there's also a law that says when the steward is ready, the resources appear. You've proven yourself a faithful steward in small things, managing what little you had with integrity, giving even when you barely had anything to give, maintaining your values even when compromise would have been easier and more profitable. And now the universe is saying you've passed the test. You've demonstrated trustworthiness with little, so now you're being entrusted with much. This is a reward for being perfect. This is a promotion for being faithful. And the timing is so precise, so divinely calculated, that when you look back on this moment months or years from now, you'll weep at perfection of how it all unfolded. You'll see clearly that every delay was actually divine alignment, positioning you in exactly the right place at exactly the right time to intersect with exactly the right person who could open exactly the right doors. Let me tell you what's about to happen in your energy field as you continue receiving this message. Blocks are breaking. Old agreements with poverty and struggle are being dissolved. Ancestral patterns of lack are being severed. Your energy is being recalibrated to match the frequency of abundance, success, and overflow. And this isn't just wishful thinking or spiritual platitudes. This is actual energetic work happening in real time as you read or listen to these words. Because you didn't find this message by accident. You were led here by your angel specifically for this activation, specifically for this recalibration, specifically to prepare you to recognize and receive the offer when it comes. And it's coming soon. So close you can almost touch it. So near you might have already felt the first whispers of it in your reality. The unusual email, the unexpected contact, the strange synchronicity that made you pause and wonder if something bigger was at play. It was. It is. And it's about to become undeniable. Now, I need to tell you about a trap that derails many people right at the moment their breakthrough arrives. Overthinking, analyzing, trying to figure out all the logistics and details and how it could possibly work before agreeing to anything. Your logical mind is going to want to map out every step, anticipate every potential problem, ensure there's absolutely no risk involved. But divine opportunities rarely make complete logical sense at the beginning. They require a leap of faith. Not a stupid leap, not an irresponsible leap, but faith leap where you say yes to the path even though you can't see the entire staircase. This billionaire is going to present you with something that sounds almost too good, too big, too perfectly aligned with what you've always wanted. And your first instinct might be suspicion or disbelief. Breathe through that. Ask your angels for discernment, not doubt. There's a difference. Discernment helps you see clearly. Doubt keeps you stuck. Discernment evaluates the opportunity wisely. Doubt rejects it out of fear. You'll know the difference by how each one feels in your body. Discernment feels calm, clear, and empowering. Doubt feels anxious, scattered, and paralyzing. Trust the calm clarity when it comes, and move with it. Your angels are also showing me that some of you need to hear this. The offer might come through an unexpected channel. It might not be the billionaire personally reaching out to you at first. It might be their representative, their assistant, someone in their network who's been tasked with finding someone exactly like you. Don't dismiss the messenger because they're not the main person. Don't overlook the opportunity because it didn't arrive in the package you expected. The universe is infinitely creative in how it delivers your blessings, and your only job is to stay open, aware, and responsive when divine appointments present themselves. Pay attention to the people who suddenly enter your sphere. Pay attention to the invitations that seem random. Pay attention to the opportunities that feel slightly out of your league. Those are often the very doorways your angels have been trying to get you to walk through. There's something profoundly beautiful about how the universe works. It never gives you something you're not ready for, even if you think you're ready. It waits until the readiness is not just mental or emotional, but cellular, spiritual, woven into the fabric of who you become. And right now, your readiness is radiating from you like light from a star. You might not feel it consciously, but trust me, it's there. The struggles have refined you. The waiting has matured you. The disappointments have humbled you. The persistence has strengthened you. And now you're standing in your power in a way you never have before, even if you don't fully recognize it yet. This billionaire sees it. The universe sees it. Your angels see it. And very soon, you'll see it too when you watch yourself rise to meet the opportunity with a grace and capability that surprises even you. I want to speak life over your finances right now. I want to decree and declare in the spiritual realm that lack is breaking off your bloodline. Poverty is no longer your portion. Struggle is no longer your identity. Barely surviving is no longer your reality. You are entering a season of wealth, of abundance, of overflow, of more than enough for yourself and enough left over to be a blessing to others. Debts are being paid. Accounts are being filled. Doors that were locked are swinging open. People who can help you are being divinely assigned to your path. And this billionaire who has seen your profile is the first domino in a chain reaction of blessings that will cascade into your life with such force and frequency that you'll barely have time to catch your breath between miracles. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment. And no force in hell or on earth can stop what God and the universe have aligned for you. Can I tell you something that might sound bold but is absolutely true? You're about to become unrecognizable to people who thought they knew you. Not because you'll become arrogant or different in character, but because you'll step into a version of yourself that poverty and struggle kept hidden. There's a you that's been waiting to emerge, a confident, generous, powerful, purposeful you who couldn't fully manifest while you were in survival mode. But abundance creates space for that version to finally breathe, finally stretch, finally show up in the world without apology or hesitation. And when people see that version of you, they won't believe their eyes. Some will celebrate. Some will be confused, some will be threatened, and some will be inspired to pursue their own transformation. You're not responsible for how others respond to your elevation. You're only responsible for stewarding it with wisdom, humility, and grace. And you will, because that's who you've always been at your core. The angels want you to start preparing practically even before the offer arrives. not with anxiety, but with intentionality. Clean up your physical space. Organize your affairs. Clear out clutter, both in your environment and in your schedule. Create room for the new. End commitments that drain you and no longer serve your highest good. Start saying no to things that keep you small, so you can say yes to what will expand you. These aren't just practical steps. They're spiritual signals to the universe that you're serious about receiving, that you're making space, that you're ready. And the universe responds to readiness with velocity. Things will start moving faster than you expect once you align your actions with your intentions. So don't wait until the opportunity is staring you in the face to get your life in order. Start now, today, this moment. Begin the process of becoming a person who's ready for billionaire-level opportunities, and watch how quickly they manifest. Let's talk about what happens after you accept the offer, because the blessing doesn't end with the yes. In fact, the yes is just the beginning. What follows will be a period of rapid growth, learning, and expansion that will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself and what you're capable of. You'll be stretched beyond your comfort zone. You'll face fears you didn't know you had. You'll have to make decisions that feel enormous. You'll have to trust yourself and your angels in ways you never have before. And through it all, you'll discover reserves of strength, wisdom, and resilience that have always been inside you, but were never fully activated until necessity called them forth. This journey will transform you in the most beautiful ways. You'll look back a year from now and barely recognize the person you were before this opportunity arrived. And you'll be so grateful, so deeply grateful, not just for financial abundance, but for who you had to become to hold it, steward it, and multiply it. There's a specific message coming through for those of you who have been worried about aging, about time running out, about being too old or too late for your dreams to manifest. The angels are laughing, not at you, but with joy, because they want you to know that divine timing doesn't work on human clocks. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're exactly the right age, with exactly the right amount of life experience to handle what's coming. This billionaire isn't looking for someone young and inexperienced. They're looking for someone seasoned, tested, proven through trials, someone who knows what matters and what doesn't, someone who won't be intoxicated by wealth, but will wield it with purpose. That someone is you. Your age is an asset, not a liability. Your experience is valuable, not outdated. And your moment is now, not someday, not eventually, but now. So release any fear about being past your prime. Your prime is just beginning. I'm seeing something else the angels want to highlight. Some of you have a specific skill, talent, or vision that you've kept hidden because you didn't think it was valuable enough, marketable enough, or important enough to pursue seriously. Maybe it's something creative. Maybe it's a business idea. Maybe it's a way of seeing solutions that others miss. Whatever it is, that thing you've been downplaying is exactly what this billionaire needs. It's the missing piece in something they're building. It's a perspective they've been searching for, without knowing exactly what they were searching for. So when the conversation happens, don't hide your light. Don't diminish what you bring to the table. Don't shrink to make someone else comfortable. Show up fully. Speak confidently about your vision. Trust that you were chosen for this opportunity because of what you uniquely offer, not in spite of it. Your difference is your advantage. Your unique perspective is your power. And the courage to own that fully will be the key that unlocks everything. As we move toward the close of this message, I want you to do something with me. Close your eyes for a moment if you're able, or just take a deep breath if you're driving or doing something that requires attention. I want you to feel into your future. Not imagine it, but feel it. Feel what it's like to have financial freedom. Feel what it's like to wake up without the crushing weight of stress about money. Feel what it's like to be able to help your family without hesitation, to invest in your health without guilt, to pursue your purpose without compromise. Feel the relief. Feel the joy. Feel the peace. That feeling isn't fantasy. It's a preview. It's your angels giving you a taste of what's coming, so you can anchor that frequency in your body right now. The more you can embody the feeling of abundance before it arrives physically, the faster it manifests in your reality. So hold on to that feeling. Return to it often. Let it become your new normal energetically, and watch how your external circumstances shift to match it. The billionaire who has seen your profile is being guided by forces they might not even understand. They might think it's instinct, intuition, or just good business sense. But you and I know it's divine orchestration. The universe has whispered your name into their consciousness. Your angels have arranged circumstances to bring you across their path. And now the next move is yours. Not to chase, not to force, but to be ready, to be open, to be receptive, and to say yes with your whole heart when the moment comes. And beloved, the moment is coming. It's not a maybe, it's not a possibility. It's a certainty that's already in motion in the spiritual realm and is now breaking through into the physical. You just need to hold steady, keep faith, and watch for the signs. They'll be unmistakable. You'll know when it's happening because everything in you will recognize this is it. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what all the preparation was leading to. Before we close, I need you to understand one final thing. This blessing isn't just about you, even though it will dramatically improve your life. This blessing is about everyone your life will touch once you're resourced properly. It's about the children who will be educated because you can afford to fund scholarships. It's about the families who will be housed because you can invest in solutions to homelessness. It's about the businesses that will be launched because you can provide capital to entrepreneurs who have vision but no resources. It's about the spiritual truth that will spread further and faster because you can build platforms that amplify light in a dark world. You're being blessed to be a blessing. You're being elevated to elevate others. You're being given much because you can be trusted with much. And when you understand that this is bigger than your personal comfort or security, when you see yourself as a steward and not just a recipient, everything shifts. The abundance flows more freely. The opportunities multiply more rapidly. And your life becomes a living testament to what's possible when someone says yes to their divine assignment with their whole heart. So say yes. When the offer comes, and it will, say yes, even if you're scared, even if you don't have all the answers, even if you can't see the whole path. Say yes. Your angels will guide every step. The universe will provide every resource. And you will rise to meet the moment in ways that will astound you. This is your time. This is your season. And everything is about to change. If you can feel the truth of these words reverberating in your soul, I want to ask you one more time to write in the comments, I accept. Let that be your agreement with the universe. Let that be your declaration of readiness. Let that be your open door. Write I accept and then watch what unfolds. And now, beloved, as we come to the end of this transmission, I want you to know that your next step is being revealed in the video that's coming next. There's another message waiting for you, another piece of the puzzle that will make everything even clearer. The angels aren't done speaking to you yet. There's more you need to hear about what's unfolding in your life right now. More guidance about how to navigate what's coming, more confirmation about the path you're on. So don't stop here. Click on the next video. Let it play. Let the wisdom continue to flow. Because the universe has orchestrated this moment for you to receive everything you need to step into your destiny with confidence and clarity. This isn't coincidence. This is divine appointment. And your angels are celebrating because you're finally ready to receive everything they've been trying to give you. Go now to the next video. Your breakthrough is unfolding, and you're about to see just how loved, supported, and guided you truly are